Hey Veronica, what's up? Oh, you're looking for some books? Okay. I got a couple recommendations for you. I'm actually on my tablet right now, so it works out. I always keep a list. Let's see. I have to check my notions. I have been on that game for a while. Okay, so I have a couple for you. I think I have one, two, three, four, six, seven, about seven books to recommend you. The first book is by Alix Harrow, Starling House. It's about this girl named Opal, and she becomes entangled with this house in her neighborhood that she's been obsessed with since she was a kid. Um, it's Kentucky. There's nothing to do. It's a coal town, and the house keeps showing up in her dreams. So if you're interested about houses that are alive, uh people who kind of like don't really interact with society because they're kind of outcasted by the town, then and somebody who feels like they don't necessarily belong, it feels like the whole world is on their shoulders with a bit of fantasy, then I would say that this book is definitely for you. It was a lot of fun reading. I had a great time, and the whole time it kept me on my toes. Because I kept wondering, like, is this real? Is it not real? Like, what's happening? So that was a nice little book to read to pass the time. It definitely feels like a good book. I think all of these books that I'm going to recommend are books that are good for summer to fall. So like nice transitional book. Like no matter where you are in the fall time, I think it's a good transitional book. Um, so that's Starling House by Alix E. Harrow. The next one is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I love that book. I have reread it so many times. It's about this girl named Galaxy Stern. She moves to Yale under strenuous circumstances, and she has a really rough background, and that kind of like unfolds throughout the book, and you get multiple perspectives, but it's done really well. And there's a secret society and these monsters, and I've read this book so many times because every time I go back, there's something new to talk about, whether it's about how society view people who have drug issues, come from rough homes, um, the how Yale society is itself, secret societies, society taking advantage of minorities, and of course, it has amazing elements of fantasy. So I would recommend it. It's a great read. Um, but I would say for some, the book is a little controversial. Um, due to scenes of SA. So like that's just a trigger warning to let you know what you're getting yourself into. The next book that I would recommend, let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ooh, the next book is The Southern Book Club by Grady Hendrix. Like that book, I had such a fun time because I never read a book from the perspective of a mother. So it's like late 80s, getting into the 90s. She has two kids. Her husband is a psychologist. She's taking care of her mother-in-law. So she gets into this book club to try to get herself out the house. But then somebody new moves into town and shit is happening. And it's actually and things go haywire because they have this belief system that, you know, certain types of people don't move into certain types of neighborhood, but that all kind of blows up in their face. It definitely pulls in the element of like, things don't happen on this side of the track, it only happens on the other side of the track. Uh, there's a lot of mystery. Um, and there's a lot of different elements that they talk about, like societally, whether it's like misogyny, race, it's another one, the patriarchy, uh, ooh, what it means to be like to be in womanhood, to have like a community and watch out for one another, what it means to be in community, um, and and also what does community mean to you? Because community means something to everyone a little bit differently, So, and that's really get touched upon, like who's the outsider and who's the insider, um, and whose children are important. That also gets talked about a lot as well. So, I really like that book. It's a great book. Again, another book that I've read a whole bunch of times just because there's just a lot to analyze and talk about. Um, highly recommend. It's a great transition from summer to fall. But yeah, it's a really good one. Definitely high up on my list too. I always recommend that one because it's so good. Ooh, then we have Nettle and Bones. I really like this book. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot about it. I remember there was a lot of plants, like plants climbing on. If you're looking for like that creep factor, Nettle and Bones by Kingfisher is really good, but I would say you have to be a little patient with that book because it takes a while for things to develop. It's definitely like a psychological horror for sure because it makes like the main characters are constantly questioning themselves. Um, but it's a great book if you don't know what to read. I picked it up on a whim. I had a great time. Highly recommend. Um, I'm not sure. I think there is a book that you have to read before that, but I don't think it really matters because I didn't read it and I was fine. So, but it was really good. It was a lot of fun to read it. So that's Nettle and Bones by Thinking Fisher. Definitely like creepy crawly. Uh, watch out for the vines. So like, don't trust the rabbits. Like everything is like it's very like decaying. Like everything is like dead and dying kind of thing. Like nothing, don't trust anything. Like nothing is truly alive and nothing is truly dead type of book. So if you're it's like perfect for that Halloween vibe. Creepy crawly for sure. Then the X Invocations by Krystal Sutherland. I love that book. It's such a good book. It's written in three perspectives, by it's written in three perspectives, and it's in the perspective of three girls. One is rich, one doesn't have a home, and the other one, she wants to bring her sister back from the dead. Um, it's creepy. There's a little bit of body horror in there. Um, and you wouldn't guess who the bad guy is. I didn't. I mean, I was shocked. I was like, for reals? But I had such a great time reading that book. I recommended it to my friend and they had a great time reading that book. It's definitely like girl power for sure. So, highly recommend. It's another great book it's another great book for oh my God, I can't think. It's another great book for Halloween. There you go. Next book that I have for you after the invocation by Krystal Sutherland. It's Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This book is so much fun. It is set in the South. It's about this girl who graduates early and goes off to college, if I'm not mistaken. I have really bad memory, so excuse me if I'm missing a little details. But however, she goes off to college and weird shit just start happening, you know? She and I don't want to spoil it because I think it's such a good story. If you like King Arthur, if you like books about African American magic system, like Roots, it's such a like intertwine of like I loved watching Merlin when I was growing up, and this just like meets Merlin and just like the best ways. And I love it so much because I loved learning about King Arthur as a kid. And to read it in this book from this perspective, it's just so much fun. And the author did such a great job of like playing around with the legend of like King Arthur and then putting it in this book. I would highly recommend. I also think it's like one of the books that also talks about like the struggle of doing black hair, but like in not the struggle, I don't want to use that word, but like it kind of like it's one of the books that kind of shows like what it means, like the routine of it, you know? So like it was just really fun. I had a great time reading it. I had a great time and it's definitely in my books, one of the books that like I want to reread. It has found family a little bit, and it's on my list for rereads. I definitely want to do another reread of it. It does feel like a transition from summer to fall. So, highly recommend. Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. Ooh, Vampire of El Norte by by Isabel Cana. Really good. Spanish-American War set in Mexico. I learned about through reading the book. Like I had a great time reading the book. The book is filled with thriller, romance, um, what it means to live on an hacienda, and um, what it means to be the daughter of um, someone of importance, what it means to be a woman in that time, and navigating through that. The folklore, amazing. Um, I don't know, I think the author did such a great job paying attention to details. And I even learned more about Mexico. I love learning about other countries through books. I love learning about um other countries' histories through books. Like I'm definitely the type of person who will find a snippet and Wikipedia my way through it to learn more about like what was going on at the time. So, highly recommend. I think by doing that, it adds a bit more to the book. So, those are my sevens that I would definitely say like gives that feeling of summer to fall. Um, oh, and an extra recommendation if you want to really feel like it's Halloween would be Slewfoot by Brom and what's another one? Cemetery Boys. What's his name? Andre. I have my tablet in front of me. Why don't we just search it up? Search it up. Cemetery Boys. Cemetery Boys. Oh, by Aiden Thomas. It's so good. I love it so much. It definitely gets you into the Halloween vibes and also celebrating Day of the Dead and honoring your ancestors. So I don't know. I hope you like all the recommendations that I provided you. I hope you have so much fun reading. Oh my gosh, like no problem. Anytime. Call me anytime for book recommendations or discussing about books. Um, if you want. Maybe you can pick one of the books that I recommend you and we can chit chat about it because I love diving more into these books. But yeah, I'm so happy you called me Veronica. Yeah, hope you have a wonderful time reading these.